What if I told you that every time your dog looks at you, those soft, steady eyes locked onto yours, they are not seeing a person. Not an owner. Not even a friend. They are seeing something so much bigger than that. And once you understand what science has actually uncovered about how your dog's brain works, you will never look at your dog the same way again. Most pet owners go their entire lives without knowing this. And honestly, that breaks my heart. Because something extraordinary is happening between you and your dog every single day, and it deserves to be seen. So let's talk about what your dog really sees when they look at you. Segment 1, they didn't just adapt to humans. They evolved for them. Here's something most people get completely wrong. They assume dogs are just wolves that got comfortable around people. Like they tolerated us long enough and eventually decided we were okay. But that's not what happened. Not even close. Over 15,000 years of living alongside humans, dogs didn't just learn our habits. They physically evolved a brand new set of social behaviors designed specifically for us. Cognitive scientists at Duke University discovered that dogs have developed an ability to read human social cues that even chimpanzees, our closest relatives on this planet, simply cannot do. Here's a simple test. Point your finger at something across the room. Your dog will follow that finger. They understand that you are directing them towards something. A chimpanzee won't do that. A wolf raised by humans from birth won't do that either. But your dog? Effortlessly. Naturally. Like they were born knowing your language. Because in a very real sense, they were. Your dog doesn't see a human when they look at you. They see someone their entire biology was built to understand. Segment 2, you are literally in their brain when you're not there. Now think about what happens the moment you grab your keys. Your dog's ears shoot up. They follow you to the door. And when you leave, some pace. Some whine. Some just sit there, staring at the door like if they focus hard enough, you'll walk back through it. We always called this separation anxiety and moved on. But researchers decided to look deeper. And what they found is something you need to hear. When dogs are left alone, their stress hormones spike within minutes. Their heart rate rises. Their body shifts into a state of low-level alert. But here's where it gets remarkable. When researchers played recordings of the owner's voice to dogs left alone, stress levels dropped almost immediately. Not any human voice. Your voice specifically. And then Emory University took it even further. They tested different scents on dogs and tracked which ones activated the brain's reward center, the part associated with pleasure, love, and anticipation. Food didn't light it up the most. Other dogs didn't either. You did. Your scent alone triggers the reward center of your dog's brain. While you're sitting at work, thinking about your to-do list, your dog is at home holding on to you. Your smell, your voice, the memory of your presence, in every way their biology allows. They are not just waiting. They are holding on. Segment 3, they read your face better than most humans do. Here's something wild about human psychology. When we look at another person's face, our eyes naturally drift to the left side first. Scientists call it the left gaze bias. It happens because the right side of our brain, the emotional processing side, controls the left side of the face. We evolved to read emotion there. Now here's where your dog will genuinely astonish you. When researchers showed dogs images of human faces, dog faces, and random objects, the dogs showed a left gaze bias, but only for human faces. Not for other dogs. Not for objects. Just for us. They evolved a specifically human-directed way of reading emotion that mirrors our own. That's why your dog is already walking toward you before you've said a single word. They read the tension in your jaw. The drop in your expression. The micro shift in your face that you didn't even notice yourself. They've been reading human faces for thousands of generations, and they are good at it. So the next time your dog quietly rests their head in your lap on a hard day, know this, they didn't guess. They read you. And they chose to come. Segment 4, the tail isn't just wagging. It's talking. Let's clear something up. A wagging tail does not simply mean a happy dog. That's like saying a person nodding means they agree, sometimes yes, but you're missing the full conversation. Researchers discovered that the direction of a wag carries entirely different meaning. When a dog feels positive, seeing you come home, greeting a familiar face, the wag skews right. When a dog feels uncertain or anxious, the wag skews left. And other dogs can read this. In studies, dogs watching a left-skewed wag on video showed increased heart rates in response. The signal is automatic. Biological. Real. The height of the tail matters too. High and fast. Confidence. Low and slow. Appeasement. Your dog has an entire vocabulary in that tail, and they've been using it on you every single day, hoping you'd eventually learn the language. Now you have. In 2015, a study published in the journal Science sent shockwaves through the research community. Scientists found that when dogs and their owners simply gazed into each other's eyes, both of them, human and dog, showed a significant rise in oxytocin. The bonding hormone. The same chemical that floods a mother's brain in the first moments after holding her newborn child. Let that land for a second. Your dog looks into your eyes, and their brain releases the same chemistry humans use to bond with their babies. And when you look back, yours does too. This isn't sentiment. This isn't pet owners projecting feelings onto animals. This is a documented, measurable, biological feedback loop, triggered simply by your dog looking at you. So what does your dog really see when they look at you? Not a human. Not an owner. Not even a best friend, though you are that too. They see the one presence their entire biology was shaped across thousands of years to find. The face their eyes evolved specifically to read. The scent that lights up their reward center. The voice that calms their nervous system from across a room. They see you. And to them, that is everything. If this gave you a new way of seeing the dog in your life, hit that like button, it genuinely helps this channel reach more dog lovers who deserve to know this stuff. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because we go deep on what dog behavior actually means, not just what we assume it means. And drop a comment below, what does your dog do that now makes total sense after watching this? I'll see you in the next one.